Commitment. That word that a lot of people don't like. Because when you talk about commitment, people always try to put in a little escape clause with commitment. And so you say, are you committed? And so by asking a person, are they committed to something, you're basically saying, are you all in? Are you going to give everything you got? Are you going to eliminate excuses? And what commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the feeling has left. And people always say, well, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. That's that escape clause. Because they know once you say you're committed, you're creating a certain level of accountability to yourself. You're creating a certain level of accountability to the thing that you're supposedly committed to. That's why when I always talk to people, and I talk to football players, and I talk to corporate company, and I talk to, churches, and I talk to students, and, when I talk to football players in particular, I go into their team room sometimes, and I ask them about, their team goals, and their dreams and what they want to do as a team. And so they're sitting in the team room, meaning they're sitting in AC and they're sitting in these seats, and these seats are plushed out. They got their feet kicked up and they're comfortable, and they're spitting off goals, they're spitting off dreams, and laughing and having a great time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I can't tell in that moment if they're really committed. I can't tell if they're committed until the pressure hits. I go back in 2 days, or I go back in summer camp, and that's when I will really see if they're committed, when they're tired, when their body is beat up, and see if they're coming out every day and still giving everything they got. It happens in business. People start in business, they have these goals, have these dreams, they have these high aspirations to do all these great things, and they get up day after day and life punches them in the face. And life looks at them every day and punches them in the face and say, I'm going to hit you in your face every day and see how bad you are. And I'm going to see if you're committed to what you said you were going to do. I'm going to see how bad you really want it. And until you stop and until you show that life that you're committed to what you said you were going to do, until you face life and say, man, you're not going to break me. I'm committed to this thing. I'm all in. Regardless of how bad it gets, regardless of how much adversity I run into, regardless of the things that come my way, the opposition, the trial, tribulation, I'm going to use all of this to make me a stronger individual. Not only make me stronger, I'm going to use every single bit of this and pour it back into the world for something positive to help other people. Because I'm committed. I'm all in at everything that I do. Regardless of if it's hot, regardless of if it's cold, regardless of if it's hard, regardless of if it's easy, I'm committed. I'm committed from the start. It makes it a lot easier when you make up in your mind before you start something. When you go into that thing with that mindset of a Navy SEAL, man. A Navy SEAL so cold-blooded, they make up in their mind before the mission that they were going to complete the mission. You make up in your mind before the mission you were going to complete the mission. Meaning whatever happens along the way, if it does not kill you, you should not stop and you should not give up. You see, the thing you have to understand about life is 2 things in life. You got results and you got reasons. Reasons don't count. People use reasons all the time of why they can't do something or why they shouldn't go on to accomplish things. Reasons are like excuses. But results, people respect results. But results happen by commitment. And with commitment comes discipline. And with discipline comes execution. And with execution comes results. Be committed. Don't cheat yourself. Have a certain level of accountability to yourself. Hold yourself to a higher expectation than what anybody else expects of you. Commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the feeling has left. Not what anybody else said. Commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do. You have to remember that. You said you wanted it. You said you wanted success. You said you wanted to be the best. You said you wanted to be great. You said you wanted to be legendary. So you have to be willing to accept whatever comes with that. Stay committed. Be committed. Be committed. Be committed. Be committed. Be committed.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. God bless you guys. I am super excited to be here with you this morning. I am Brianna Anderson. Welcome to the Wake Up and Build 5-Day Success Challenge. Guess what? Today is number 5, but we got one more special day for you guys on tomorrow. I'm super pumped up, super fire, excited that today is the day. Let me tell you guys something. I woke up this morning, honestly, to be honest, I didn't want to get out the bed. Let me do something real quick, y'all. Give me one moment. Let me turn my screen up because really, really dark. And I want to make sure my screen is not dark at all for you guys. I woke up this morning so super excited. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now it's light. Okay. I woke up this morning so super excited about today being Friday, but then I understood that every day is like a Friday to me. And I'm so excited that today, this morning, that many of you have waken up with a mind to build. You know, when you wake up in the mornings, a lot of times people don't understand that the morning, how you get up in the morning, your thought pattern for the morning is really how you're going to live your day. The rest of your day is going to be. So I'm up this morning about to get ready to head to the gym with my husband, but I definitely wanted to come on this morning and let's take some notes today. I really am super fired up about many of you stepping into a new level of success. I'm really excited about many of you being motivated to really pursue success in a whole nother perspective. I'm really excited about many of you getting to the place where you're able to understand, guess what? This is who I am. I was designed, I was created, I was born to be successful, that God has already given me the power to create wealth, to be successful, to get success, to create wealth, to build wealth, to receive wealth. It was already in me before the foundation of the world. Good morning, everybody. And so do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast. I want to talk to you guys today about being the leader that you will want to follow. You know, a lot of times we look for certain characteristics in other people. We are looking for certain qualities in different individuals who we would like to be leaders of our lives. Even on social media, we don't understand that those who we listen to are really teaching us. And so in the retrospective world, it's like they are leading you into something. And so you really have to sometimes be careful about that, what you hear, what you see, what you listen to, even that what you are around. And one of the things that God woke me up with this morning, he said, Brianna, don't forget to continue to be the leader that you want to see. You know, don't forget to become that leader that you would want to follow. What are some of the characteristics if a person started to follow you right now? What are some of the bad characteristics that you will pass down? Would it be not having faith all the time? Or would it be not enough confidence? Would it be not really having a vision for your own life? Would it be not having a level of characteristics, let's say, where you are confident in who you are? You got to begin to develop the leader that you will want to follow. Do you want to be consistent? Would you want to follow or have someone to follow you and see that you're very consistent? Would you have someone who wants to follow you to see that you are whole in your mind and your body and your spirit, that you're not double-minded going back and forth, and you understand that success is your portion? How would you want to become that leader that other people want to follow? Ask yourself this: if people will see me the 80% of the time that the world absolutely do not see me, meaning 80% of your private time with social media don't see. I'm talking about what your kids and your husband and your wives or your family, that person, that inner you, would that inner you be the leader that people will want to follow? And so every single morning you got to wake up with certain characteristics and things, certain characteristics and things that you really will want to develop, because you will want to be the leader in that area. You know, I was talking to God yesterday before I left the other day. I was cleaning out my closet, and there was so much stuff in the closet, and I was like, Lord, how do I complete this task? Listen to here. I was like, Lord, how do I complete the task? Do me a favor, take a moment and share the broadcast, because I'm about to go somewhere. How do I complete the task? It's like so much. It was like it was overwhelming me, right? It was a lot of things in the closet. And so I just started taking stuff out the closet. And then when I went downstairs and I came back up, and my husband had put everything back in the closet, but he had rearranged it. And I was like, oh, babe, some stuff that I was thinking about throwing away. You know, there was some stuff I was like, you know what? I don't even need this. Sometimes in life, we have to begin to make room. And I'm about to connect these two together. Sometimes in life, we have to begin to make room. Hear me. We have to begin to make room. Whatever you want, it wants you. Whoever you want to be, wants to be you. Hear this. Whatever you want, it wants you. All right. But we have to make room. You have to make room for who you want to become. You have to make room for everything new that you want to see in your life. You have to make room for it. A lot of times things is trying to get to you. New things are trying to come, but you don't have room for it. Some of us don't have room to grow into that leader that we want to become. Some of us don't have room to welcome the new people, places, and things in our life because we are continually rearranging the old just to find a place for it because we don't want to give it up without becoming the new. Hear me. There's some characteristics. There's some things about you that when you begin to grow, it should fall off. You guys know this week we went into the season of fall. Fall meaning that things will begin to fall off. It's the season, even in the plant world, where old weeds and leaves and things that have withered and grown all through the year, that it's like its time is up. We're going to begin to just see those things just fall. And guess what? When they fall, we don't have a time frame. The leaf don't even know it's about to fall off the tree until it hits the ground. And some things in your life, it has to fall. There are some things in your life you cannot put a time frame on when you're gonna let it go. Okay, I'm gonna keep on being in this relationship, in this friendship, in this business arena. I'm gonna keep this mindset. It's gonna happen next week. I'm gonna start on it next week. I'm gonna hit the goal next year. I'm gonna start 2 weeks. I'm gonna start. No, guess what? You can't keep putting the time on things that should automatically expire in your life. Hear me. This is how you become the leader that you will want to follow. A leader understands that at the moment something is a hindrance to their growth, a leader understands that the moment, hear this has everything to do with success because leaders lead from all, they not only lead from the front, but really leaders lead from the back. They're the servants. And so when you're building, and you would talk about levels of success yesterday, would you be the leader that people want to follow if they saw 80% of the life that you don't show? And see, that's the thing. What's the mindset in that 80% life? Do you feel like you're a failure? Do you feel like, okay, it's for them and it's not for me? Do you feel like it's too much? Hear me. What is the 80% of you say? Not the 20% that everybody sees, social media see. Because understand this, when you grow into that leader that people will want to follow and that you will want to follow, you will understand that things have to go. There are seasons where when you're going to listen, yesterday I was able to watch over 10 people be awarded for hitting $100 million in a year. Over 10 people was going across the stage. $100 million in a year award. $100 million in a year award. Hear me. The last person they had hit that stage was a black man. I am not racist. I just want to throw this in here real quick. Do you not understand that success and levels of success for you will not be able to be obtained if some things don't die to the ground? Hear me. Even the Bible says a seed can't grow unless it falls to the ground and die. Hear me. There are some things in you that God needs to absolutely kill in this season. He needs to die it off. He needs to cut it from the root. He needs you to make room for it. Somebody say make room. You got to make room for the new people, the new network, the new circle, the new tribe. You got to make room for it. And you got to get around people who don't take it personal. Listen, I don't take it personal when people around me are in a growing season. I don't take it personal when people new come around new people and I may not talk to them like I always do. I am still that same person because guess what? I understand that every new level requires a different version of you. People understand that about me. They know that about me. And so back to this, when I went back into the closet, he had put everything back in the closet, but the closet looked really good. It looked clean. It looked like it was, very clean before how it was before, but guess what? It was still old stuff in there. It was still stuff in the closet that in my mind, I had already said I was getting rid of it. That got to go. That got to go. I don't even use that no more. I ain't wore that ever in life. Those shoes, they just sitting there taking up dust. Understand this. There are some things that you cannot rearrange in your life in this season. Some stuff you just got to put it to the root and kill it. You got to let it go. You got to make room for it. Make room for what you want. Come on, you need a new house, a new car. You need a new business plan. You need a new network. Begin to make room for it. Begin to declutter all this old stuff that's harboring you. Begin to do what you need to do to get the job done, because leaders lead from the front and the back. You got to make sure that as the leader over your own life, hear me, over your own life, you not let stuff at the top hit you and at the bottom grow under you that should not be there. This is how we're going to build. This is how we're going to build. This is how you're going to build, especially for my business owners, my entrepreneurs, especially visionaries on here. Hear this. In order for you to receive the new, you got to let go of the old. Let me give you a prime example. You guys know I've been in the credit industry for quite some time. Starting off, I love it. I still love it. But I had to understand that I am not in that place no more. I have to understand that God is evolving me into something different, something totally new. And even when I'm not even advertising or doing what I did the first couple of years, I'm not seeing the level of money I saw. But I realized I'm about to touch so much more money than I ever have saw. Hear me. I'm about to touch some more than I ever have saw, even when I don't see nothing coming right now. It's because he's evolving me into something new. And so I got to start as a seed in this thing. I got to become a seed. I got to make sure I plant myself in the right soil. I got to make sure my seed is getting the right nutrients. I got to ensure that I'm in the right place where I can receive the sun. But when it's time for the seed to grow, meaning when it's time for me to open up and really go forth to whatever he's planted in me, my seed is in the ground and it's ready. It's ready. See, the issue is God has things, people, and places prepared for us, but we're not in the right place. We ain't positioned right. We ain't planted in the right places. I'm telling y'all, don't plant yourself in places that will hinder your growth. Don't plant yourself in places that will hinder your growth. And so I understand. Yeah, I may not be seeing it right now. In the flesh, a person will probably be going crazy. But I'm understanding that there's so much greater ahead. I'm understanding that my God, my faith to receive has already, see, my next level me is already on that level of success. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Even when I don't see nothing right now, because I'm growing. And I understand I got to go through the process of elimination where things have to go. I got to make room. I want to talk to you guys this morning. 5-day success challenge. Number 5 today. Make room for that which you will want to see. Become the leader that you will want other people to follow. Become the leader that you would want to follow. Come on. I need to follow leaders who understand that it's not about what we see, about what we hear. It's about what we know. I got to follow people who understand that you are greater. You are so much greater than that 9-to-5. You are so much greater than that 401k. You are so much greater than that minimum wage, $10, $20. You know, somebody sent me something the other day. They said, guess what? I'm making about $18.25 an hour. And the former me, hear me, because I'm not going against that. This is just what I've grown into. The old me would have been so excited. I would have been hand clapping. Let's celebrate. This me right here said, you connected to me. I don't even make less than $1,000. I told my mom the other day, my lowest product is $1,000. My lowest product is $1,000. Hear me. So I was so excited at first, and then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, but you connected to me. You connected to me, and I calculated. Pull your calculator out. $18.25 an hour. You working 40 hours a week. That's only $730 in a week. Versus I could make $997, $1,000 in a second. Hear me. Who are you connected to? It's a key indication of what God wants to do in your life, you got to begin to ask God to open up your eyes to see who you really connected to. This person to understand, and I'm not speaking that in pride or boasting. I'm telling you the truth. Know who you connected to. Because if you connected to me, there is another level. There's a level of wealth. There's a level of success. There's a level of mind thinking. There's a level of wealth building. There's a level of perception that you should have. Come on. There's another level of faith. Faith to faith, glory to glory, the power, the gift of faith is what I have. A mantle of faith is what I carry. There's a level of it that you should have. But who are you connected to? Make room. I don't know who's that's for today. Make room. There are people, places, and things and connections and networks that are trying to get your attention. Make room. Begin to push out all that old. Start a whole new Facebook page if you got to do it. Start a whole new Instagram page if you got to do it. But understand this. Unconnect yourself from things right now that are keeping you at the same level. Can I tell y'all something before I go? A tree is going to be a tree. A tree ain't going to stop being a tree because it reproduces new leaves every year. It's crying somewhere. That tree gonna still, I'm looking at the tree right now in my life, in my house. That tree right there is the same tree that was there when I moved. But those are not the same leaves. Hear me. Those are not the same leaves. They ain't even the same colors, but it's still the same tree. Come on, you ain't gonna miss nothing. You're not gonna miss nothing. You're not going to miss anything because you're starting to think in a new way, because you're trying to elevate your perception and think that God has much more for you. Hear me. When you start hitting those pockets of resistance, those little poverty things that pop up that say, you ain't worthy, you shouldn't be thinking like this too worldly, these too materialistic, baby. We couldn't live through Solomon's days. Solomon was a great man of much success, spiritually and naturally. The Bible says that they came far over seas and oceans and ships just to sit at the wisdom that he had. Understand this. You got to understand it. I'm going to grow into who I sow into. What are you sowing in your life? Y'all, I got to go. Let me go back to my word real quick. Make room. Whatever you want wants you. But is there room for it? Come on. Is there room for who you really trying to become? Who is it room for it? The person that you're trying to become, the leader that you're trying to be, that owner, that CEO, that wife, that husband, that mother. Is it room for that person? Is it room? Because the only way you're going to begin to make room is that you got to begin to identify what's old and what's keeping you bound. I want to read something to you guys real quick, real fast before we go. Extreme success, by definition, lies beyond the realm of normal action. If you want to achieve extreme success, you can't operate like everybody else and settle for mediocrity. You need to remove luck and chance from your equation. Luck and chance from your equation. Listen to this. It says this: success is your duty, your obligation, and your God-given responsibility. Oh my God. You will learn how to establish the amount of effort that's needed to guarantee great success in your life. And you have to ensure that you continue to operate at this level all throughout your life. What do I mean? Don't go down. Don't go down. Don't go down. Don't leave this place. When God has elevated your mind, don't leave that place. If you're at a new level of success, when you're understanding that there are things, gifts, and talents on the inside of you, honey, let me tell you something. I got so much faith yesterday when I saw them folks going by getting that 100 million a year, and it was more. I'm like, God, guess what the Lord was saying to me? Daughter, it's so many people in this world. Don't you ever think it's not a people for you. Don't you ever think it's not a customer or a client, a person that needs you. He said, honey, I'll drop a whole new generation of people in the earth, and people won't even know where they came from just to buy from you. Come on. How committed will you be? But let me ask you this. Can you handle it? Come on. Can you handle it? You deserve it. You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. But how committed are you? Come on. How committed are you?
Commitment.
Come on.
That word that a lot of people don't like. Because when you talk about commitment, People always try to put in a little escape clause with commitment. And so you say, are you committed? And so by asking a person, are they committed to something, you're basically saying, are you all in? Are you going to give everything you got? Are you going to eliminate excuses? And what commitment is staying true to what you said you were going to do long after the feeling has left. And people always say, well, I'll try. I'll see what I can do. That's that escape clause.
Come on.
Because they know once you say you're committed, you're creating a certain level of accountability to yourself. You're creating a certain level of accountability to the thing that you're supposedly committed to. That's why when I always talk to people, and I talk to football players, and I talk to corporate company, and I talk to, churches, and I talk to students, and, when I talk to football players in particular, I go into the team room sometimes, and I ask them about, their team goals, and their dreams and what they want to do as a team. And so they're sitting in the team room, meaning they're sitting in AC and they're sitting in these seats, and these seats are plushed out. They got their feet kicked up and they're comfortable, and they're spinning off goals, they're spinning off dreams, they're laughing, they're having a great time. There's nothing wrong with that. But I can't tell in that moment if they're really committed. I can't tell if they're committed until the pressure hits. I go back in 2 days, or I go back in summer camp, and that's when I will really see if they're committed, when they're tired, when their body's beat up, and see if they're coming out every day and still giving everything they got. It happens in business. People start in business, they have these goals, have these dreams, they have these high aspirations to do all these great things, and they get up day after day and life punches them in the face. And life looks at them every day and punches them in the face and say, I'm going to hit you in your face every day and see how bad you want it. And I'm going to see if you're committed to what you said you were going to do. I'm going to see how bad you really want it. And until you stop and until you show that you're committed to what you said you were going to do, until you face life and say, man, you're not going to break me. I'm committed to this thing. I'm all in. Regardless of how bad it gets, regardless of how much adversity I run into, regardless of the things that come my way, the opposition, the trial, and tribulation, I'm going to use all of this to make me a stronger individual. Not only make me stronger, I'm going to use every single bit of this and pour it back into the world for something positive to help other people. Because I'm committed. I'm all in at everything that I do. Regardless of if it's hot, regardless of if it's cold, regardless of if it's hard, regardless of
Listen, let me tell y'all real quick before I let this go. October 16th in Orlando, Florida, I am hosting my very first six-figure business mastermind, Securing Your Business's Future. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, I'm telling you, you will definitely want to be in the room. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be power-packed. It's not going to be like the Anderson's Wealth Summit where we had like over 100 people. No, this is going to be exclusive. If you want to take your business to the next level, if you are serious about taking your vision to the next level, you definitely want to register. Live stream is available. You can view it live stream, but I'm telling y'all, you want to be in the room. It's only 25 seats that are open. I'm telling you, I am going to take your business. We're going to go through it. We're going to mastermind. I'm going to teach you and show you how to scale in 2022. But 2022 comes around, there's no reason why minimum you are not making 6 figures. I want to show you how even with these same systems and programs, how you will scale 6 figures and higher. But there is no reason minimum why nobody around me is not making 6 figures. I want to see you guys there. I want to see you guys there October 16th. Fly in. I'm telling you, it's going to be at the Hyatt Regency Orlando Airport Hotel. You don't even have to get any hotel rooms. It's going to be right in the airport, all right? The hotel is in the airport. Listen, I'm excited. We got a couple of seats left. It's going to be powerful all day from 9, I think it's going to be like from 10 to 4, 9 to 5, something like that. We're going to be diving deep in exclusively. Listen, it's exclusive for entrepreneurs, business owners, and visionaries, all right? It's exclusive for you. So I definitely want to see you there. Go to my website right now and register, BriannaAnderson.com. All right, you definitely want to register before it gets filled, because a lot of people have already registered with the payment plan. And so they're really taking those seats with that payment plan that I have available. So you guys definitely want to make sure that you get in the room, all right? Get in the room. It's going to be so powerful. I'm excited. I'm excited to see all of you guys there, especially those who are ready for the next level. Listen, it's only for those who are ready for the next level. Amen. I love you guys so much. I got to go. I will see you guys in the morning at 9 a.m. God bless you.
with the process. But you can't skip the process. You have to fall in love with the process, meaning the things that everybody hates, you got to start loving. So many people try to come in and skip the process. You can't skip the process. And you're comparing your results to their results, and what you really need to do is stay focused on whose results? Yours. Oh man, the three-way calls, all the presentations. I got to go out there and prospect. You have to start to love the process. Why? Not because you love those things, but because you like the results that it brings you. See, after a while, you'll start getting addicted to it. See, the reason I love this industry because I'm addicted to helping people change their life because I know what it can do. I know what can happen when you start believing and you have a vehicle that can start making things happen for you and your life starts to change. I'm addicted to that now. But you got to get that same mentality if you want to be able to win. That makes sense? See, let me give you guys this. In investing, it's called compound interest. In business, it's called consistency. Jot that down. In investing, it's called compound interest. That's what this is what you all see. It's one of the most powerful things when it comes to investing. But